Hello, I am here today in my D2Hey study/studio, but I'm actually not going to do a creative video today. For the past week, I've done a 7-day challenge where I run every single day. I've never actually done an exercise challenge like this before. I'm not much of a runner, especially long distance. I don't exercise consistently, which is why I'm trying to kind of get in the habit of it. And the main reason is because I have signed up for the March Charge this year. So the March Charge is a charity event that the Cancer Council holds each month every year for 10 years now actually. And I started doing this every single year since 2019, which was the year my dad passed away. So every single year I run in honor of him and all of the people affected by cancer. So the proceeds for the March Charge end up going towards vital cancer research and also to help support the families and people already and currently affected by cancer. So I'm hoping the vision is that one day that we find a cure for cancer and that even aggressive cancers like my dad's, we're able to find better treatments for even treating late stage cancers. So I'm hoping that one day that becomes a reality, but at the moment this is my part in it, and I just feel like if you have a cause that you're really passionate about, you should go for it. It's nice to care about something other than yourself. This month, I've set myself up for 80 kilometers, running the whole month. And I know like a lot of runners end up running like 20Ks a day. So it's not like huge for them, but 80 kilometers is actually really big for me. It's my biggest goal yet. And I also feel like I'm doing it at a time where I'm not at my fittest. But I think it's probably the best time because it will help me get into the groove of getting back into my exercise routine, which is nice. This 7-day challenge is just going to form a small part of my campaign because I'm not going to be running very long. I'll only probably be running 2.5 each day just to get started. For context, I do run sometimes, but it is mostly 2 or 3 times a week, and it's usually inconsistent how much I run. And because of that, I found it really hard to kind of keep going, keep up with the habit, or be at a stage where I can get faster and stronger with running. So yeah, I hope this 7-day challenge helps with that and gets me back in the mood for running, because I think it's sometimes nice to kind of just go for a run mentally and just do it before the day's even begun. So yeah, so this video is a little summary of how I went, and I'll see you at the end for a little recap. But I'll also put my fundraising page down below. If you need a certificate of authority to fundraise, let me know and I am able to send it to you. But for now, enjoy and I'll see you later. Good morning. It's currently like 7:15. I was hoping to get up earlier, but it's one of those things where you kind of have to go to bed early to get a good early start to the day. Otherwise it's like so hard to get up, and I also didn't prepare my clothes the night before, so that kind of was a bit hard. But yeah, I have woken up and I'm just gonna change into my sports clothes and a shirt. But yeah, this has already happened because our cat is always up already. It doesn't matter what time you're up, he gets up too. I think just because of their schedule, but yeah. Nicholas, what have you done? Excuse me, sir, what have you to say for yourself? I am so tired right now. my shirt that I was gonna wear got wet on the sink because the area was wet, and I just sat down and I grabbed my boyfriend's shoes instead of mine. They're like so much bigger. Okay, these are my shoes. Okay, gonna put them on and then I'm gonna head out because it's probably closer to 7:30 now, and I work at 9 usually on Wednesdays, and I work until 3. So this is the job I have. This is extra to D2Hay. So I got this little bum bag that I'm wearing now for Christmas, like maybe a couple of years ago. And it's been so handy because you can fit a lot of stuff in there, like my phone goes in there, keys. When I was running consistently, I would sometimes go to the grocery store. Yeah, I'm gonna go running with this and see how I go. So I made myself some eggs, ham and toast, and now I also made myself some yogurt. So it's got yogurt and honey and just decaf coffee. I'm actually trying to delay my caffeine because I feel like I have a really bad crash at around like 2, and so I'm just trying to make it last because today I'm actually working from 2 to 3. 9 to 3, so I don't want to crash when there's like 1 hour left to go. I want to be able to like finish my work day. Work for a mental health organization. I'm part of the admin support team, and I also do graphic design for them, so it is a lot of like constant shifting, wearing different hats, talking to lots of different people, and I want to be able to kind of get through the day okay, not be too frazzled. So I'm trying decaf. I like a matcha in the morning, but I've actually run out of matcha powder, so I'm gonna go get more. The one I had was ceremonial grade, which I like to have without milk because I feel like if you're paying that much, you kind of have to use a lot if you're gonna put it in a latte, and I don't know what it's like in other places, but here in Australia matcha is super expensive. So I'm thinking of maybe sourcing some culinary matcha and use that in lattes instead. I feel like it'll be a lot cheaper and you need to use a little bit less of it. I always forget to season this before I sit down, so I just brought the seasoning to me. You have to season your eggs, especially scrambled eggs. I think it's nice to care about and be passionate about something, so you find that thing and you try and fight for that cause. So for me, it's definitely cancer research because it's something that hits close to home. So this year, which is funny because I feel like I'm like the least fittest this year. Nicholas! Is this year. I'm always curious about my food. You have your food, honey. You have your food. Yeah, so this year, which I feel like I'm like the least fittest this year, I'm actually doing 80 kilometers, which is my like the most I've ever tried to set for myself. So yeah, like I said, it's like the most I've ever kind of tried to tried to do, so I'm gonna see how I go. But I've also just wanted to get a little bit fitter this year, just because I feel like it's like my energy levels are kind of down. So that's why I'm setting a challenge to run for the whole week every single morning. It doesn't have to be far. Like today I think I did 2.5 kilometers. It just needs to be consistent effort until it becomes a habit. That's kind of why I'm doing it. But in order to kind of wake up early and do it, I feel like you do have to some extent you need to be able to have a good sleep schedule so you can actually wake up early enough. And right now I'm obsessed with the F1. We had the Grand Prix in Melbourne that just came this weekend, and I saw the documentary on Netflix and I just like loved the sport. It just felt so exciting. But yeah, because of that I've been like I've been doom scrolling. I've been on Facebook, YouTube, just watching like social media content from the F1 race, and I need to stop because I have a life to live and I need to go to bed early. But yeah, there's just something so like exciting about like fast cars, I think. Honestly, I think I find it much easier to go to bed earlier when I have a good book, because I think that helps me get to sleep better than doom scrolling. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna eat my breakfast. I'm gonna get on with the rest of my day because like I said, I start work at 9, and I'll probably check in with you tomorrow. I'm dressed. Most years if you register early you get a March charge shirt. So this year this is the shirt. It's a nice like sort of sports shirt material, and then it just has the logo here, and also 10 years because it's been going for 10 years, and then the Cancer Council on the back. So I always register early to get the shirt, and just because like if I don't register early I won't do it. So I'm gonna try and do a more thorough warm up and stretch, because yesterday I really felt it, my ankles and my feet. So I'm gonna try and stretch really well and warm up really well so that I don't end up with shin splints or any injury or anything like that. So I am now back from my run, and I'm just cooling down. I started cooking, which my sister's now taken over because I'm having issues with my microphone. But anyway, I was saying that today was a little bit easier when I went for my run. I think it was still really difficult, lung capacity wise, and you know, not some things were quite sore, but not as sore as yesterday. I think it might have been due to my warm-up. I did a much longer warm-up today than I did yesterday, and I'm cooling down now. So I think that's probably why. I'm hoping it gets easier. I'm also not sure if donating blood or like taking a break from running is the reason why it's being a lot harder in the morning. Tomorrow I might actually try and eat something before I go. I know for a lot of people they can just go for a run on an empty stomach, and I'm finding it difficult, so I think I might have something. I don't know, I think some people have a banana or peanut butter, so I might do something like that tomorrow. My boyfriend did the groceries yesterday, so I sent him out to get longanisa, which is a Filipino sausage. I didn't expect him to come and get this like gigantic box, but he did, and I'm not mad about it. So yeah, we have lots of longanisa for days. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. Welcome to day 3 of running in the mornings. Today was much easier. It's actually, I got up at 7, it's now around 7:50. So I'm gonna go get change and then I'm gonna go out. I just fed Nicholas. So yeah, it's still, because it's getting to autumn now, it's quite dark, so it's not as motivating to get up anymore like it was in the summer. But yeah, we'll see how we go. I went to bed a little earlier last night just so I could wake up a little bit earlier. Fridays I work on my small art business due to hay, so I don't really need to be anywhere front facing at a certain time, but I do still like to start the day early rather than later because there's always heaps to do and I have some freelance work I need to do as well. So yeah. Today I'm quite rugged up. I'm just wearing this jumper and I'm actually wearing leggings. I feel like that was kind of the shortest summer ever, which I'm really sad about because I really like summer. I really like warm weather. So now I'm kind of adjusting to the cold and it's a bit too chilly, a bit too sudden for my liking. Was really hard. Harder than the other two. I actually had to stop for a couple of seconds just to like relieve the tension from my lower calves. I don't know if I'm fatigued or not, but maybe I didn't warm up enough, but it just felt like a really hard run. My legs were aching, my lungs hurt, so a bit disappointing, but I think that's what happens when you're just not much of a runner and you're just starting out. You're gonna have to take breaks and rest. So yeah, I did end up like finishing it off and doing it. I feel like with running you don't really have any other choice, you've got to get home somehow. I guess I will probably see you tomorrow and see how we go. Maybe in the middle of the day I might do an update on like energy levels, because I know in the past when I've exercised I've been a lot more energized throughout the day than if I didn't. So I'm hoping that my energy levels have improved. I haven't really felt much of a difference, to be honest, kind of same. I mean, a bit more productive I think in the night. I'm not like crashing out, but we'll see. Good morning, it is day 4 and it's Saturday. I slept in a little, so it's about 8:10 now, but I'm still gonna go for my run. I always feel a little bit more alive on the weekends. I think because I get to sleep in a little. I'm gonna show you how I usually get ready. I've had acne pretty much since I was 11, and now it's kind of adult acne. I feel like it's definitely genetic. My parents both had it, so I've been like back and forth trying to find something that works, and I think just going to a dermatologist really helps because it can help get you on some sort of regime. I feel like the more I'm consistent with it, the more my skin likes it, and I think my skin just really likes consistency. It doesn't really like anything new. Whenever it introduces something new, there's always a bit of an adaptation period, so this is something that's worked a lot for me. In the mornings, I actually don't use any active ingredient that's in my face wash. On the weekends, especially on the weekends, I actually just use Cetaphil, which is like so simple. You can get this anywhere, and then I just use a simple moisturizer as well. So I literally and if I'm going out before 10, I actually just skip on the sunscreen, but if I'm going to exercise after 10, I'll usually put on sunscreen. You do just want to check the UV rays of when it actually is high. If the UV, I believe, is like 4 and above, you should probably be wearing sunscreen, especially here in Australia where the sun's really harsh. But that's kind of what works for me. At night, that's when I use active ingredients in my face wash. So I use benzoyl peroxide wash. I feel like that's like one of the proven ways that gets rid of acne, and without it, it kind of goes a bit haywire. So that's kind of what I use. And then once I take a shower after my run, that's when I'll do this again, but just with my sunscreen. I changed my top to something a little bit looser because it feels a bit more breathable. This is actually my dad's shirt, and it's funny because it fits really well. But he wore this shirt a lot, so it was one of his favorites. So I'm gonna wear it today. I feel like it's fitting. I am running in honor of him, so let's do it. I feel like cause it's a bit later, it takes so long to get ready for my run. Like I take about half an hour. I don't know why. I should probably lay out my clothes before because that usually takes the longest. But I'm going to use my earphones today and yeah, run with some music. I don't know why I've been running in silence all this time. I guess like I just forget that it's an option available to me. I'm just outside and I'm taking Nicholas for a walk. I'm also gonna check on my plants here. So we have chives and we have a bit of a dried rosemary bush. That's a better looking rosemary bush. We have our peach and nectarine miniatures. I think they need a bit of a water actually, so I might go do that. For breakfast I am making longanisa, which is a Filipino sausage, and yeah, my sister also made her own gravlax, so that will be really nice to taste. There's also this, when I was coming down from my neighbour, there's this house that's They have lots of bushes of Arabian jasmine, which is the sampaguita that we have, and it's actually what our earrings are based on for D2K, and it just smells so amazing. I'm just thinking, like, has anyone ever done infusible earrings, like earrings that smell nice? I don't know, is that the thing? We'll see. But I will see you tomorrow for day 5. Good morning, it is now day 5 and it's Sunday. I slept in a little, so it's about 8:30 now, so I'm gonna quickly get ready. I think I slept on my neck wrong, and I will go for my run. I'm getting a bit I guess bored almost of just, I'll just put you there, running every single day in the morning, but I am liking the afternoon where I don't have to worry about whether I've exercised that day or like moved my body enough, because I know that I went on a run in the morning. So I only have 2 days left until this challenge. I know people do this for like months, but I don't think you're supposed to run every day for a whole month. I think you're supposed to take breaks in between, so I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm actually kind of looking forward to doing something a little bit different in the mornings after the week is up, but I'll see if it's still getting either easier or harder to sustain. From my run, and I've got to be somewhere at 10:30, so I have about an hour to quickly make myself some breakfast and then go. Staple breakfast. I feel like that run was actually pretty good. Like, it felt quite good, to be honest. Like, I just didn't feel like going on that run, but I felt like it was probably the best feeling one yet. By the end of it, I wasn't absolutely knackered. Like halfway, maybe 50 meters in, I usually like start to feel it, but 50 meters in, I was still feeling pretty good. So yeah, pretty happy with that run. Good morning, it is my second to last day of my challenge. I actually got up earlier at 6:45, but because my sister's already up getting ready for work, but it was pitch dark when I woke up, and I just don't like going for a run in the dark because it's quite it's like a safety issue, and I don't have like a head touch or anything like that. So it's now around 7:30, well, almost 7:30, and it's not as dark anymore. We have a light, so I think I might just go now. I am in the office today, but not until a little bit later. Tomorrow, I'm actually thinking, is my last day of running this challenge every morning. I'm kind of excited to actually finally take a break. I don't want to do something else. Tomorrow is actually usually my in-office day, and I come in at 9 o'clock, so I'm gonna see how I go there, because I have to wake up really early, and I'm hoping it's not dark. But I think that's just the way it is in autumn. I think it's just getting really gloomy now, and it's a sign that summer is over, which I'm sad about. I don't think I really checked in with you yesterday because I was in an absolute rush to get to work on time. Today I am working from home, luckily, otherwise it would have been near impossible to do this because usually I'm actually in the office by 9, but they offered to let me work from home, which I'm really lucky, so I'm going to go on my very last run and and we'll see. I'll check back in with you tonight, I think, because yeah, then I'll have a bit more time to talk about my weekly challenge. As you can see, it's now present time and it's been a few days since, actually only a couple of days since I finished my 7-day running challenge. So yeah, I felt like it was actually a really good challenge. I actually ended up enjoying it in the end. I know during it didn't seem like it, but I think now that it's been a couple of days, I've actually been running almost every single day still, just because I found it really good to get up and like move my body in the morning. I'm liking the energy that I get from it. I'm liking the good start to the day, and I also still have the rest of March to complete my 80 kilometers, so I'm doing it for a lot of those reasons. But I think maybe a key takeaway was just getting up consistently at the same time each day really helps me get in the routine of moving my body and doing some sort of exercise, which is quite important. I think when I was doing it, sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon at different times, I felt that I was less consistent about it. I tended to like get a bit lazy with it, and I think that's just like due to habit. I think having consistency in terms of like the time of day is really important in getting into the habit for me. I know everyone's different and I'm not like a fitness guru or anything like that, so this is definitely just personal, anecdotal, relatable maybe review on this thing that I've been doing. So yeah, I feel like it's just really helped a lot. I think at the start it was really hard, but then towards the end of the week I felt that I actually ended up, like, my body was just like, oh yeah, this is just what you do, Grace, like every day, it's not a big deal, let's get out and do it. So I felt like that was definitely a pointer. I also felt I didn't have as big of a crash in the afternoon as I did while doing this challenge, and I also felt like I slept better, so that's been also really good. I think in terms of consistency, running every single day, you have to really enjoy running. As you can see, I was kind of getting a little bit bored towards the end of it, and I really wanted to do something else. But when I meant something else, I didn't mean like stop exercise. I just wanted to do a different workout, like Pilates, or a different workout video here, or just something to kind of make it a little bit different. So I don't think I'll continue running every single day after March. I think I'll definitely switch it up, but I really do hope that I still keep exercising throughout it all. And I feel like, personally, I feel very hopeful that that's what I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to end up with a consistent exercise routine that I'll be able to do, and it's not so hard anymore. But yeah, I actually really ended up enjoying it. If you want to donate to my March charge, yep, just check out the link below. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!